guys, Steph here. Now for you regular viewers, some of you will remember this pen here from my recent pen haul. Okay, you can see it's in actually quite nice condition as it is. Just needs a little bit of work, servicing, and it'll be a lovely pen. And here's the pen in question, now finished. As you saw, came in the original Sheaffer case. If we open it up, there we go. We've got the Sheaffer name to the back. We've got the Sheaffer Snorkel pen instructions. So it gives you all the instructions, how to fill the pen, etc. if you need to look at that. And let's take the pen out. Let's put the case to one side, and here we have it. An absolutely gorgeous Sheaffer Snorkel. I believe this is what they term as the Valiant, and as you can see, in absolutely gorgeous condition, having been fully serviced and restored. Now, first of all, the colour of this pen. Now, I know they actually brought out sort of 3 different colours. I believe this to be the fern green version. They also brought out a pastel green, which I believe to be slightly lighter, and they also brought out a sage green, which are very difficult to compare if you haven't actually got the pens next to each other to compare the different colours. So in this instance, I'm going to call this the fern green Sheaffer Snorkel. The size of the pen capped is 141mm capped. Around the diameter of the barrel, it's a nice 11mm in diameter. Now if I look over the camera, there we go, and show you the barrel imprint there, you can see it says made in Australia, WA Sheaffer Pen Company. Okay, so I'm just looking over the camera, making sure that you can see it. So I'm hoping that's clear for you. It's got a lovely barrel imprint, nice and clear. So it's an Australian made Sheaffer Snorkel. We're dating this pen very early, to sort of, well, I say early, sort of round about early 1950s. In fact, I think some quote it as being 1952 through to 1956, but I'm going to simply just say early 1950s. As we said earlier, in this, again, what I believe to be fern green, it's got this quite a large cap band there, as you can see, a gold fill cap band. We've got the very recognisable clip to the top there, the Sheaffer Snorkel clip. There's a sideways view, and to the very top there you can now see we've got the white dot installed, so it's fully complete. Been fully serviced. The whole pen has been disassembled and cleaned. We've put a new point washer inside the section. We've put a brand new sack inside the pen itself. We've put a brand new O-ring to the bottom of the barrel, and to the sort of plunger knob inside here we've put a new rubber seal inside there as well. Let's take the cap off for you. Let's give you some customary twirls. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm actually quite surprised that nobody actually picked up on this pen in my early pen haul and actually sort of reserved the pen, or there was no interest in this pen. But I do believe now you've actually seen the pen fully restored, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of interest in the pen. You can see it's got this metal thread to the top of the barrel there. We've got this lovely gripping section with these little sort of ridges running around it to make it sort of quite comfortable to grip. Incidentally, when I say this is the earlier version, this is the earlier version with the black gripping section. I believe later on the gripping section was actually the same colour as the barrel. Now let's take you up to the nib. You can see the nib there, the imprint says Sheaffer Australia 14 carat, and what we've got here is the two-tone, well, it's actually palladium silver and 14 carat gold. So it's what we term as the two-tone wraparound nib. There you go, there's the sideways view, there's the view underneath. So you can see it's got this wraparound, or this conical nib. Absolutely lovely. There's the feed underneath. You can see the snorkel retracted into the feed there. Everything has been thoroughly cleaned. As I said, it's all been fully disassembled and thoroughly cleaned. The Sheaffer snorkels, if you haven't got one, they are great and make great everyday pens. Once they're actually serviced with new sacks, etc., they make super everyday writers. Now, for you people that have not come across the snorkel pens, how do they work? Well, nice and simply, how they work is to the bottom here. You can see it's got this knurled knob to the bottom there, and if we turn this knurled knob, and then if you keep an eye to the top there, to the snorkel, as we turn it, you can see, there you go, you can hear a little click, which means it's all ready. We pull out the snorkel tube like so. We dip the snorkel tube in the nib, not the whole nib, just the snorkel tube, and press down in one swift movement. Now when you press down, what you'll also hear is the air escaping from this little air hole just there, and if I press it down and be quiet, you'll hear the hissing noise. Okay, so I'm hoping you could hear that. So the fact that we can hear this hissing noise means everything sounds fine. So let's put some ink in the pen. So we dip the snorkel tube in the ink, press down in one swift movement. I don't know if you could hear that, lots of bubbling going on, which is precisely what we want to hear. We screw the plunger knob back again, which retracts the snorkel back into the feed. And what we'll do, let's bring on some paper, and it'll be interesting to see. So this is the first time the pen's actually been used since I've restored it, so we'll just keep our fingers crossed. So what we have is a Sheaffer Snorkel. As we said, I believe this is the is it the Valiant, we're dating it from around about 1952. Now on these pens, obviously, well, I say obviously, but they don't tend to have any flex to them. They're quite a stiff nib, and as you can see, this one I would say is writing with a lovely fine line. So there we have it. There's a writing sample, writing very nicely indeed with a fine line. Very nice indeed. So what we'll do, just for this particular purpose, because I know you people like to see the pens actually being used and how do they fill, so what I'm going to do is unscrew the snorkel, place the snorkel over the ink, because sometimes as you pull the snorkel tube up, some ink may come out of the snorkel tube. So I'm just going to empty it a couple of times, and then we'll pop the ink to one side, and as in other videos, we'll bring on some water, and what we'll do, we'll pull the plunger again like so, dip the snorkel in the water, okay, give it a few seconds, and then if I pull the tube again, you may see a little bit of sort of water or ink coming out. That's why you've got to leave it over the ink bottle. There you go, as you pull it out, so you've got to be very careful. And then if I press down on the plunger, you can see water squirting out. So let's do it again. Press down on the plunger, you can hear that sort of gushing, bubbling noise. A few seconds, and then if I pull the plunger again being careful because some ink may come out. So there you go, it comes out a little bit. And if I press down again, look at that. So one more time, snorkel tube in, push down on the plunger knob, lift it out, pull the plunger knob out, you can see a little bit comes out, and there you go, you can see it actually literally squirts out. So what we'll do, we'll carry on doing that after the video, clean the pen out, ready to find a new home for this gorgeous Sheaffer Snorkel Valiant fountain pen. Absolutely gorgeous, fully serviced, beautiful colour. As I say, we're not 100% sure, but I'm calling it fern green. I may be wrong, but hey ho. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoy showing to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel just below there. Please don't forget, give the video a thumbs up, that would be appreciated. But just for now, I'd just like to say Slavo Ukraini, and from me and this gorgeous pen, I'll just say bye bye for now.